Assalamu alaikum, students.
Wa alaykum assalam.
So you are welcome to another day of our Arabic grammar class. So today we're going to focus on al-fi'lu. Al-fi'lu means a verb. So let's define what a verb is. We say huwa lafdhun, it is a statement yadullu ala ma'nan, that points to a particular meaning, muqtarinin, which has a relationship bizaman, with the time. That is, in verb, we talk about az-zaman. And az-zaman in Arabic means the tenses. We say the past, the present, and the future. So let's have a lot of examples of verbs we can find in our daily expressions, and also verbs we actually see in the Quran all the time. So you say, مثل example, Iqra. Iqra means what? Abdul Quddus.
Read.
Read. So Allah says, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read in the name of your Lord that created you. Qama. We also meet qama in our daily salat, where the mu'adhin says, قد قامت الصلاة. Muhammad al-Awwal, what's the meaning of qama?
He stood.
He stood. Ahsant, you did well. Yansuru, Abdul Basit, what's the meaning of yansuru?
He assisted.
He assists, he assisted. So you say he assists because it is the present verb. If it is he assisted, you say what?
Nasara.
Nasara. طيب. Allama. Abdul Quddus, what's the meaning of allama?
He taught.
Yes, he taught. Allah says in Surah Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahman allama al-Quran. Allah swears by his name Ar-Rahman, the Beneficent. He that taught the Quran. Khalaqa. Muhammad al-Awwal, what's the meaning of khalaqa?
He created.
Khalaqa means he created. Then, kum. Abdul Basit. Stand. Accent. So now we go to aqsam al-fa'il, divisions of a verb. In Arabic language, we have just 3 tenses. The first one is fi'lun madin. Let's say together.
Fi'lun madin.
And fi'lun madin means the past verb. So madin means past, and fi'lun, as usual, means the verb or tense. The next one is fi'lun mudari'. Let's say together.
Fi'lun mudari'.
And fi'lun mudari' means the present tense or the future tense. Fi'l mudari' can mean the present or the future. Then the last one is fi'lu amrin. Together.
Fi'lu amrin.
And fi'lu amrin means the command tense. So let's take each of these tenses one after their other. Okay? So the first we're going to take out of the tenses is fi'lun madin. And fi'lun madin means the past verb. So let's define the past verb in Arabic language. We say huwa lafdhun yadullu ala حدث مقترن بالزمن أو بالزمن الماضي. هو لفظ يدل على حدث مقترن بالزمن al-madi. It is a statement, lafdhun, yadullu ala hadathin, that points to an action. Don't forget that the definition of a verb is also huwa lafdhun yadullu على حدث. Or you say هو لفظ يدل على معنى مقترن بزمان. So يدل على حدث that points to an action, مقترن that has the relationship بالزمن الماضي with the past tense, with the past time, that is the action had occurred and passed. So let's give examples of فعل الماضي. So we have a lot of examples. أفلح. In the Quran, Allah says in Surah Al-Mu'minun, قد أفلح قد أفلح المؤمنون. So أفلح means he is successful. That's a past verb. Another example is قام. قام means he stood. Another example is كتب. And كتب means he wrote. So let's go to فعل مضارع. That is the next definition. And فعل المضارع فعل المضارع as usual هو لفظ. It is a statement يدل that points على حدث to an action مقترن that is related بالزمن الحاضر بالزمن الحاضر with the present time or tense أو المستقبل or the future. So let's define together again. هو لفظ, it is a statement يدل على حدث that points to an action مقترن which has a relationship بالزمن الحاضر with the present time. Al-Hadir means the present. أو المستقبل or the future. So example is very clear. So we take the present of the verb, the past verbs we have learned. Don't worry yourself too much with how do I know it is past. It's my responsibility as a teacher to tell you how to identify the past. But it's your responsibility as my student to learn that these verbs are past for now. So let us derive the present from these verbs. So we say aflaha means it was successful. So it's been successful with the present. So you say yuflihu. The present of qama is yaqumu. And the present of kataba is yaktubu. Are you there? So yaqumu means he stands or he will stand, because we say present tense al-hadir aw al-mustaqbal or the future. He stands or he will stand. Yaktubu, he writes or he will write. So let's have the last definition, last division. That is fi'lu amrin. And fi'lu amrin means the command verb. So we define huwa lafdhun. Let's say together.
هو لفظ
huwa lafdhun yadullu
يدل
على
على
طلب حدث
طلب حدث.
It is a statement. لفظ as usual. يدل على طلب حدث that points at the request of an action. في الزمن المستقبل, in the future. في الزمن المستقبل. in the future tense. Are you there? So the command is that we are requesting an action. Talab means request. Hadath means an action. From who? From the person that is facing you. Are you there? In what time? في الزمن المستقبل. In the future time. Take. You want him, he has not taken. You want him to take in the future time. Sleep. He has not slept. And he's not sleeping at present. But you request from him to sleep in the nearest time. So let us give examples. So we are deriving the example from the ones we are given here. Are you there? So, mithlu, example. So, what is the command of yuflihu? The command is aflih. What is the command? That's the fi'l or amri of yakumu. The command is, that's fi'l amri is kum. What is the fi'l amri of yaktubu? The fi'l amri of yaktubu is ok. So we have been able to look at the types of a verb in Arabic in terms of tense. We have fi'l madin, the past verb. We have fi'l mudari', the present verb, and we have fi'l amrin, that is a command verb. I've been able to look at the examples on each or for each division. So let us have our usual tadrib. So let's have our usual tadrib. So I'm going to give you the verses of the Quran or some popular words. So the Mu'adhin says, قَدْ قَامَتِ الصَّلَاةُ. So you identify what type of verb is underlined in the sentence. Is it فعل ماض? Is it فعل مضارع? And is it فعل أمر? That is the command verb. Another one is قد أفلح المؤمنون. The believers are successful indeed, or have been successful. So you pick, is it فعل ماض or فعل أمري, فعل أمري or فعل مضارع. And the last is, Allah says, وَيَنْصُرَكَ اللَّهُ. Was talking to the Prophet and said, and Allah will assist you. So you pick for us which type of verb is that. So we pause the video for a few minutes or few seconds, then answer my questions. Okay, let's have a solution to the questions. Abdul Quddus, قد قامت الصلاة. What type of verb is قام there? Is it فعل ماض أمر أو مضارع?
فعل ماضي.
أحسنت, فعل ماضي. That is, this is the past. The next one is قد أفلح المؤمنون. محمد الأول أفلح.
فعل ماضي.
Yes, فعل ماضي. And the last is وينصرك الله. Abdul Basit. What verb is it?
فعل مضارع.
Okay, فعل مضارع. So we're going to end the class now. إلى لقاء آخر إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.